Hey Manic Fam, Telekinetic Maniac, or Mad Dog here. I'm saying that because some of you just apparently don't believe my bio and keep asking me, what you should call me. Call me Mad Dog. This is my name, don't wear it out. Today we are going to be talking about a thing that I really feel needs to be acknowledged. And it is something that I'm just going to acknowledge. Like, I don't really have tips for it, but unfortunately I've seen very few people actually address this topic, and the few people who have been wonderful and addressed it in like really great written responses. But because there's only a few people who have acknowledged it, I kind of just wanted to throw my 2 cents in as well. There is a lot of pressure in the cosplay community. Or maybe I shouldn't necessarily just say from within the cosplay community per se, but instead from within the nerd community as a whole. There's a lot of pressure put on cosplayers who have to look a certain way, behave a certain way, and have certain credentials. For whatever reason, people tend to expect these things from cosplayers. So if they see something that contrasts with a certain expectation that they have of a cosplayer or cosplayers, they may have some feelings to say about that. And although the healthy way to react to contrasting expectations is to take the kind of social media approach and maybe unfollow a cosplayer that you're really just not digging anymore. Or, wow, that's new. That seems pretty interesting and I'll keep following you. A lot of the community feels kinda like they don't need to act in a normal, respectful way. So the issue here that I've been facing recently, and I've seen a lot of other people facing more and more often, is when people act disrespectfully from new choices that cosplayers make. Instead of people just going along on their merry way about their day-to-day life, they get upset and pressure cosplayers to go back to the way that they might have done things, or the way that they expect cosplayers to behave, whether or not that applies to that cosplayer. And can I just say that this pressure is not cool. I have seen many cosplayers receive threats after cross-playing a new character, when usually they only cosplay characters whose gender that they identify with. I have seen people flip out when they see a cosplayer doing a lingerie shoot for the first time and that cosplayer has maybe only done canon sports anime outfits, and vice versa. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had my fair share of these pressures as well. People have gone out of their way to tell me that I should only cosplay women because it suits me better. People have told me that I should stick to sewing because I am a seamstress and nothing more. People have of course told me that I cannot cosplay characters who aren't my body type, and people have gotten really mad when I don't cosplay things that are popular at the moment, or if I cosplay something different than a skinny, funny boy, i.e. Noodle Boys, that my friends have dubbed what I cosplay. The list goes on. And of course, on top of all of these specific little pressures from specific niches in the cosplay community. Is that pronounced niche or niche? I still don't know. Anyway, on top of all of the things that these little groups of people are telling you that you're doing wrong because it isn't how you've always done it, the entire community kind of always expects a certain standard of craftsmanship in your costumes, whether you make them or buy them. They always expect you to have the ideal Western body, and they always expect a layer of flawless makeup over your face. Well, Manic Fam, I am here to let you know that no matter how much pressure a certain person or a certain part of the community, or even the entire community, puts on you to behave a certain way, you never have to give in to their standards. You are the one who ultimately puts your costume on, so your standards are the only ones that should matter to you. And their opinions don't matter. I said that matter-of-factly because, that's how it is. Their opinions do not matter. Like, literally. It does not matter whether you look or act like the character. It doesn't matter if you only cosplay from one fandom, or even if you cosplay from 40 different fandoms. It does not matter if you do not want to put a drop of makeup on your face. It doesn't matter if you never own a wig in your life. That if you just cosplay the characters with your own hair, whether it looks anything like the characters or not. And guys, as I've been seeing this being a growing problem recently, I'm just gonna say most importantly, it does not matter if you have been doing something a certain way for your entire cosplay history. If you want to try something new, you should go for it, and no one should give you crap for that. People should never be pressuring you into doing what they want, especially if it's something that you really have no interest in, because their opinions on what your cosplay should be and who you should be as a cosplayer don't matter. The only opinions that should matter about your cosplay and who you are as a cosplayer are your own, because at the end of the day, the only one that can make you happy is you. So don't let the pressures that others in this big nerdy community of ours put on you control you. Of course, I would like to acknowledge that there are some exceptions to this. Like, for example, if the community is putting pressure on someone because they're behaving offensively in the community, I don't know, maybe wants them to not behave offensively. After all, cosplay is not an excuse to be offensive. But in my own experience, the pressures that the nerd community puts on cosplayers is their own idolization of what cosplayers should be like, which, as I've said, is just not cool. So yeah, if you ever see anyone dealing with cosplay community pressures, or you have to deal with them yourself, remind the people putting pressure on you or whoever that this is not okay behavior, and that you can and will cosplay however you want. Don't let yourself be run over by them, and please take appropriate action. I know for some people, this may be terribly hard. I know I have a lot of issue talking against people who just feel like they can say whatever they want to me, but it's really not worth taking all those negative thoughts and all those pressures in, because like it could hurt how you enjoy the hobby. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Like I said before, it was more of just an acknowledgement of a problem that I'm seeing in the community, more than like, hey, here's 3 ways to take photos. And although initially I wanted to address some scarier pressures that I've been seeing a lot of the community face, I kind of decided that that really needs a video of its own. And if you want to see that sooner rather than later, just let me know in whatever way you're most comfortable with. And hopefully I'll get that up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little PSA. Although it wasn't super maybe heartwarming, it was something that I really felt like I needed to share my stance on, because I've been getting a lot more pressures from the community as this channel kind of grows, and I've been seeing a lot of kids reach out to me to ask how they should deal with these pressures, and I really don't want to see these kids fall victim of the community pressure. And hey, if I've reached even one of you and my words have helped you in some small way, that's worth it. That's good enough for me. Last order of business is I'm probably going to put up a new practical cosplay next week, so I'm thinking about doing another photography one because people have been asking about that, but if you want to see something different, please let me know. And continue to send in practical cosplay requests so that I can keep making this series. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, totally like and subscribe for more cosplay related content like work logs and convention logs and practical cosplay like I was just talking about, and these weird kind of life chat videos. Yep. I have some new interesting things that I have planned and that are coming up pretty quickly, and I hope you all enjoy them. But until they happen, I think that's all for now. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all on the con floor.